Probably at some point in your time playing Siege, you've taken a break from the game, and coming back into it is probably one of the most difficult things that you can do, since it feels like you're playing like a completely different game. I was in this situation not that long ago where I've been just enjoying my time playing Valorant and Baldur's Gate. If you've been on my Twitch, you probably have seen that. Just a couple of days ago, or like last week, I've decided to try playing Siege again because I was just like burnt out from the game. There wasn't really that much for me to do since my friends also don't really play the game anymore. I've noticed that I need to take things very slowly again with the game. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to come back after a break, and it doesn't depend how long it has been, if it's been years or even a couple of months. So with that being said, let's just get into the video. So the first thing that you need to keep in mind as a returning player is that there's a lot being thrown at you. Depending on how long it has been since you last played, a lot of things may have happened, like reworks of maps, new maps even, new operators, balance changes, nerfs, buffs, everything. And you should get to know everything. So read the patch notes, see the new maps in a custom game, like actually go into a custom with a new map by yourself or with friends, and just walk around, see what's new. A great example of that would be the new consulate, since I am still struggling with that map. Learn new things that have happened to the game. So what gun is good, what gun isn't, what operator is good, which one got nerfed to the ground, like smoke for example. But that being said, you should focus primarily on your mental, because oh my, is it going to be difficult for you, since the game is very fast paced sometimes, and it's very easy for you to just tilt, since there might be like a ram opening up the floor above you, as well as another guy pushing you at the same time, and you just die and you have no control over anything. And this is where my tip comes into play, where I'm trying to tell you to play mostly support characters. So if you're playing entry, it's going to be very difficult for you because your mechanics aren't going to be as good as the enemy teams maybe. So something like hard reach would be great, because you're mostly opening up walls, you're planting, you're droning out for your team. You're not taking direct gunfights. Basically, you're just trying to take it slow at the start, and eventually when you're like doing everything. So another important thing would be doing T-hunts, so your gun skill comes back as well as your movement. And eventually when you start to feel good about your mechanics again, then slowly go maybe into something like unranked or standard as it is called right now. I don't know why they changed the name of it. Slowly ease into playing ranked again and everything, since you might not even be used to the rounds feeling so long, because compared to other games, like I feel like Siege rounds feel the longest. And a general rule of thumb, I would say, is probably to just like try to stay alive if you can. Like you're trying to play the objective and then everything, rather than trying to go for kills, because as I said, like you're probably going to get out-aimed a lot in the beginning, and playing the diffuser, like either planting or denying the plant, is going to be much easier for you than to try to roam around and try to get picks, or just like rushing in with an Ash. And as well as when it comes to playing aggressive or looking out for frags, the best shot that you have is by playing a higher lower rule. That's something Eminem Gaming isn't exactly good at, which is if you have an advantage in numbers, play passive. That means holding angles, cams, watching them, and drones and everything that you might have to gain information, and for the randoms or like your friends who've been playing the game, for them to actually take the engagements. And when you are lower numbers, you should actually play a bit more aggressive. That doesn't mean just like rushing into a hallway and trying to get a kill. You react to the information rather. So you're still holding the cams and everything, but instead of like playing very passively, Based on the information that you gain, you take the gunfight. If it is needed, of course. I'm going to say this again. Really, take it as slow as you can and don't be too hard on yourself. Like, it's going to take a bit of time, like maybe a week, maybe a little bit more, but probably not that much, to actually get back into the game and to start to, you know, enjoy it. Or maybe if you don't, you might know that it is time to move on from the game, and that's completely fine. But with that being said, thank you very much for watching this video. I appreciate you for clicking on it. If you don't mind, do leave a like and subscribe, it does mean a lot to me. And as always, good luck in your game.